When I describe this is a search engine for your memories and you just dump anything in it, everything becomes instantly searchable, no matter who I give this pitch to, even my mom, they're like, oh, I would find that useful.
Yeah, we're doing something right.
You are actually differentiating yourself in the market by saying, hey, we're doing visual computation. Like we're doing visual analysis. There's nothing on the market like that. And I genuinely buy it. Like, if you want $200, I'll give you $200 right now. Just to like show like proof of concept.
Personally, I'm just not too keen to give away equity. Based on our track record so far, I don't know, 1 million doesn't seem like...
It doesn't seem like a lot. Yeah. 8 figures, my minimum.
Ari went to a Tech AI Toronto event. He told me to sign up a few weeks ago and I forgot to. And it looks like I should have gone because he met some interesting people. Do you want to tell?
So there were 2 VC firms there.
Yeah.
One was Georgian Tech. The other is Coma Capital.
Coma Capital, okay.
And so it was organized by both of them jointly because Coma does Series A and pre-seed, and Georgian does Series B and onwards.
Okay.
And then as I'm talking to David, telling him about Eden and like the product, it being a search engine for your memories, I'm talking to him and my professor, David Georgiani, and he walks in, he's like, oh my God, Ari, I haven't seen you in a while. I did a lot of work for him, like CSE 494 and 495. I like built a bunch of stuff and he used that stuff to start like 3 companies.
Wait, what? 3?
3 products, but like, yes, he's been...
Some prof got Ari to build basically his MVP for free as part of coursework. And Ari, this guy, went really hard because he really wanted this prof's recommendation letter for the future just in case he goes into like research or something.
And it was also interesting, so I was
fair enough.
I was like, this is
but like, Ari was like possibly the best student that prof could ever have asked for.
No, but then he walks in, he sees me talking. Apparently David from Coma Capital and David Georgiani know each other. My professor sees me, he's like, if he's asking for money, you give it to him. He's the best student I've had.
That's crazy.
You won't find anyone better, just give it to him. He said we should connect on a Zoom call sometime early next week or whatever.
Okay.
Because he's flying back to New York today.
How big are the checks that they write?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because
I think it's worth just getting on a Zoom call.
Yeah, it's worth asking.
It's worth asking.
Because like if they're like sizable, then maybe it's worthwhile.
I know that Georgians, the other company that was there, they do Series B and C, and they were also
okay. We're nowhere near Series B and C.
But they do upwards of like 8-9 digits.
Yeah.
Whatever. He said like, let's connect on Zoom. And then while I'm leaving, he's like, David, if you know any students, send them my way. And David, my professor, again goes, you have one right here. You won't find one better. I'm like, holy shit, bro.
That's crazy gas. That's Everything happens for a reason. I was like, why are you trying so hard in this prof's course? But I guess it pays off.
It pays off.
We don't need it right now, but being connected to them is very useful.
Beyond that, I started explaining it. I copied the pitch that you've been giving, like lot.
Let's go.
And then, like, I configured it based off of who I was talking to. Like, there was an LA girl, and I'm like, okay, oh my God, imagine you have like a white shirt and a reel. So you can like, just search by white shirt and it'll pop up. And she's like, oh my God, that's so cool. I need this. Towards the end of the event, people started coming to me, and they were like,
holy shit, this guy's learning how to sell.
Yeah, we heard that you're doing something really interesting and you should tell us about it. I'm like, that's crazy. Okay. And then I do the whole spiel again. They're like, wow, that's crazy. You know how I know we're doing the right thing? Because people came up and they were like, this is so ambitious. I don't think you can do this. You will be squashed by Google.
Proving them wrong.
We'll be squashed by OneDrive. I'm like, no, we won't. We'll replace them. Yeah.
Bro, OneDrive fucking sucks. Are you kidding me?
And then I go around, keep talking.
Damn, this guy's gas, bro.
The kind of feedback that people are giving is like, in this entire event, I haven't heard a better product being built than you guys. Like, this is the most interesting thing happening right now.
Damn it, I should have signed up.
This is why you fill up your applications, kids. You look at the deadlines, you fill the applications.
But I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Good job pitching. Good job. That's great, man.
Yeah. Selling a product is important.
Yeah.
And knowing how to sell it is important.
Yeah. Damn. Ari's getting better at selling. What will I be needed for anymore? The cool thing about getting a B2B venture backing is that it becomes a little bit of a circle jerk
Yes.
where they get their portfolio companies to feed into each other
Yes.
to ensure that they succeed.
Which is great.
Which is a good thing. Like if we can get other firms that they've invested in as customers, that would help. Tomorrow we're meeting the YC partner, founder of Algolia. I think we can, I mean, they only do enterprise and B2B
Yeah.
because they're just an API. So I think we should ask him about that.
We should. The answer that most people would just give us, in my opinion, is
outreach.
just go.
Just go outreach.
Go talk to them.
Which is true.
It is true. We need to be very confident with our product, and I think I'm gonna stay up tonight and get the product to a point where we can show it to him and demo it to him then and there. Maybe even with an API.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll stay up too. What does Naval say? Learn to build, learn to sell. If you can do both, you'll be unstoppable. With this kind of fit, he's obviously going to build.
I'll sell to the most cracked engineers.
Facts. Oh, thank you. Sure.
Gum?
Actually, no, I'm good.
I think it's kind of in the space of like not software startups, but hardware startups.
Yeah, then it doesn't. We're taking office hours with a partner at Y Combinator. They're paying Toronto a visit so that U of T students can either attend this panel that they're hosting or sign up for office hours. And thankfully they accepted us. So we're there to meet the co-founder of Algolia, a really big search company that targets enterprise. And we're gonna ask some questions about how we can get into the enterprise space to see how he can help us out with his experience building search engines, because that's pretty similar to what we're doing. And maybe also demo our product.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully the demo gods are on our side today.
I really hope so.
How'd the what?
How'd this morning go, last minute stuff?
Up until the very last minute we were pushing stuff. So
I just pushed something into staging, which he deployed to production. I really hope that my changes don't break anything.
please.
I only change client-side code.
Yeah, but client-side is like the entire web app, no?
That's true. I only change UI stuff.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully.
Actually, that's not true. I changed some functionality too.
Okay.
But it's just functionality with option clicking to open a new pane. That shouldn't affect anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think demoing your product is a really good thing to do often.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, like whenever you demo things, shit just goes wrong. I think part of it is that demoing your product puts you into the mindset of a user. And when you're building it, oftentimes you're pretty like narrow-minded. You're tunnel-visioned into just an isolated part of the features, making sure that works independently. But when you're demoing it, you do the end-to-end flow of how a user would go about using it. I'm nervous, but also excited.
Yeah.
I haven't ever met anybody who, like not in person at least, who's part of Y Combinator. So I think meeting a YC partner is really, really cool.
Yeah.
For the coffee chat with Nicolas at 3. Sorry, we're a little late.
It's funny, you just missed it. It was asking for you guys.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, no worries. Just take a seat and then he'll grab you guys when it's ready.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yes. Hello. Nice to meet
Nicolas,
you.
nice to meet you.
Nice to
Matthew,
meet you.
Ari.
thank you for waiting.
You're welcome. Let's go. I'm trying to catch up.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so sorry. We got a bit lost. Okay, so I think there were a couple key points that he gave us.
Yeah.
Number one is that rather than trying to do both B2B and B2C, it's wise to pick one, because if you try doing both, you might not do well in either.
You'll fail at both.
So I think for us, my opinion is that what makes more sense is to go after individual creators first, because individual creators are basically one-person businesses. It starts us off on the consumer route, which we already have experience with Cortex, and it still leaves the door open to developing business features. And I think like it's the best option that we have right now.
My worry is with the product as is, I don't know if we'll be able to provide enough value for consumers.
For people to pay for it.
Yeah, and especially because since we're not VC backed, since we don't have a ton of money to play with, we don't have the option of hemorrhaging money attracting consumers.
So maybe we start by pivoting B2B.
Either that or we raise and we just hemorrhage money.
I will say though, we have no experience reaching out to and talking to teams and trying to sell them on this. So if we're gonna go that route, we should start immediately.
We need to start immediately.
The second key learning was that you need to optimize for learnings. What we need to do is to go talk to potential users, go talk to businesses, and try to ask them to pay as soon as possible so that they tell us no as soon as possible. We need to learn as soon as possible why someone wouldn't pay, because that points to the deeper issues of what the real problems are that they want solved and what the real reasons your product is not sufficient yet. We've been building much more from a consumer mindset, from the mindset of we're building a tool that we want to use as consumers. But while I still want to keep doing that, we need to think about building something that people would pay for. And so we need to start talking to people and businesses immediately.
Would this be useful for you? Can
Or
we set
would
up a
you
call?
pay for it?
Would
Would this
call-
be-
would you pay for this?
Yeah,
Today.
yeah.
And then if we keep doing that, I'm sure we can land like a couple people who would start paying for it.
I suspect that the answer will be no for just the storage. I think it's the AI workflows part combined with everything that might
Tip us over.
tip us over. But we don't know. See, that's what he was trying to tell us. We don't know because we haven't.
Yeah. Maybe it's the
confirmed.
API that tips it over.
That's true.
The ability to just store all your files and it's triple cloud backed through an API.
Right.
And then you can just query them with an API.
Right.
Maybe that tips the businesses over.
Yeah,
Who
but we
knows?
don't know.
We have to go talk to them now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we have to cross the street somehow. Are we just gonna jaywalk?
Yeah, let's just jaywalk.
So literally 2 days ago, Nicolas from Y Combinator told us that we should do manual outreach to people who may be potential users. Right after, our videographer Jason introduced us to some of his friends, one of whom we're about to meet. He is a content creator, his name is Leo, and we've prepped an Eden workspace with all of his YouTube videos, and we're about to hop on call with him and demo the product to see if it's something that he sees himself using as a creative and a creator, and if it's something that would actually help enough for him to pay for it. And right now, we are debugging some last minute issues, or how do we feel? Are we good? There are some, I feel like there are some things that are going wrong, but we'll do our best. The main thing that we're looking to get out of this is honestly user validation from Leo to see if this is something that he would use, if it's something that he would pay for, and if not, why not? It's true that you should either do just B2B or just B2C, and trying to do both is difficult, but we're in a unique space where content creators are the people who we're first targeting, and content creators are both consumers and businesses. Leo is the first person we're demoing the product to as a potential consumer user, but also business user. There we go. Hey Leo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Hey guys, nice to meet you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
The question is like, when's the last time like you looked through any of your storage or any of your videos for B-roll so that you can use?
No, yesterday.
What were you looking for yesterday?
It was a video of me doing like bicep curls.
Let's start there, because that one we can do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Searching bench press pulls up like the specific frames, and you can see here where it's like 1 out of 6. If you want to pull up like your top reels, all in one place, boom, search Costco, and you have them all here.
How do those numbers sound to you? Like, is that too much?
No, I don't think so. The big thing, right, is if I'm able to cancel some of the subscriptions I have because your platform, Eden, is going to service and knock out like 2 of them, then it's a no-brainer, you know? You know, I get the frame benefit, but I also get the Google Drive benefit.
I was gonna say, and WeTransfer.
There's a pretty big value proposition in the AI scripting aspect, right? Like I'm not saying like you have to compete. Of course, like that would be a no-brainer on my end to switch at that point.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like it costs money to like run these things, and you need to build profit, right? Like,
Yeah.
you could pay for Frame, Poppy. You could pay for Frame. You could pay for Google Docs, and you'll get exactly what we're doing. But if you want that simplicity, look how much you have to pay for each one of these subscriptions. Yeah. Look how much we're charging. Yeah.
What would make sense if we are able to get those things in here? Is that still too much?
You are actually differentiating yourself in the market by saying, hey, we're doing visual computation. Like we're doing visual analysis. There's nothing on the market like that. Technically, you can charge whatever you want. It's the simplicity, right? It's all there.
Yes.
And you have this, and I haven't even talked about like the search engine, right? Like that's probably a huge value proposition. I don't know if like I haven't used it enough or say like, oh, like this is what I want, and that would justify it. But for me, like it's the ability to edit and the ability to then like script and like give feedback to editors. That's the biggest thing.
Early this week, we talked with the YC guy, and the number one piece of feedback that he gave us was optimize for learnings. And the way you optimize for learnings is by talking to people and asking them to pay for your product. And as soon as you ask them to pay, they start being honest. I was surprised at how important the video commenting feature was.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of something that we just like tacked on like without putting too much thought into it.
It was like an overnight thing.
Yeah, we didn't really think that it would be that impressive or useful.
But apparently it's $1 billion product out there.
Yeah, apparently
Frame.io
there's this other competitor that both people that we spoke to yesterday and today they use called Frame.io, and one of the core things they use it for is just the ability to share video files with each other and comment on it. And that company was acquired by Adobe in 2019 for over $1 billion. Turns out we've built a similar feature that is potentially just as valuable. So I think we're gonna have to double down on that feature and make it a lot more robust, make the UI more polished. The core piece that we got from speaking to both potential customers yesterday and today was that one of the most important value propositions that we have is that it's kind of the entire creative workflow in one place. All of these workflows that they have across different existing subscriptions, we have consolidated into one place in like an elegant and simple way. And so they'd be able to just move everything over to here and cancel their other subscriptions. And I think that value proposition is the one that we should lean most heavily into, rather than say storage
Outcompete,
pricing.
Yeah. It just boils down to fundamentally the principle that everyone preaches, which is fail fast. And I think one thing that a lot of people end up missing out on is this feedback. You don't want to get it early on because you're afraid of what people will say.
You're afraid that people will tell you that you're on the wrong track and that you've built something that's not useful.
But that is exactly what you want to know as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because then you can zero in on what is valuable to people and not waste time building out the stuff that people don't need.
Yeah.
If we had known from day one that the commenting, the canvas, the ability to connect the visual parts of the video, those are the key things that people are looking for and that differentiate us, we would have spent more time on it earlier. And maybe we would have been even further along than we are now. But that fear of like, okay, what are people gonna say when they look at this is what holds you back.
Yeah.